5 different ways to improve your left foot or your non-dominant foot. The first one is going to be pass, receive, and dribble. These 5 exercises will be very fundamental and simple, so it should be really easy to follow along. The setup is going to be, I have my rebounder. If you have a wall, partner, teammate, go ahead and use those. Those are fine as well. And this time, you can see my fancy equipment today, and they are actually little cones, and the poles are attachable and detachable, just like this. Using a little tools here. Very simple to install, very light, portable, easy to use. So that's what I'm using today, and it is from Sports Sticks. I'll leave the link down below. So let's get to the exercise. First one, we're gonna be passing with our non-dominant, so the weaker foot. I hate to use the word weaker, non-dominant, right? That's going to be the term we'll be using. We're going to play the pass. We'll open up with our back foot. So because I want to go to my left, it's going to be my left again. Left foot play the pass, left foot open, and then we'll carry it. Now the first touch when you start to dribble can be with your right foot if you happen to kill the ball here. If you release the ball a little bit wider, so taking that directional first touch, like this, then yes, you can go on with the left foot as well. But if the touch is tight, feel free to use your right foot. So as soon as you turn, what we are going to do is we're going to be dribbling towards our pole here. We'll be using our left foot outside, inside, then outside, then come around using the left foot. Then we'll go through immediately with a little more pace. So here we go. Left foot, back foot, open, little control, push inside, push outside, come around and dribble through. I'll also show you different ways to modify this exercise, but let's just do it one more time. Left foot, back foot, attack the first one, outside, inside, outside, then keep it tight, then go through. Very simple, very light. And just one more time. Go, there, open, push, outside, inside, outside, then you come around and dribble through. Okay. Just to go over the simplicity of the techniques. When you're passing, it's heel down, toes up. Don't come down to the ground too early. You want to give a nice, slight hold in the air, maybe about a second. Okay, then same thing, heel down, toes up. Have your body facing sideways, so that way my left hip can direct me to the space I want to go to. My right hip is actually where the ball is coming from. So we call this a half turn because I'm halfway turned to see both sides. Control with the back foot, then we take the touch, outside left, outside left, inside left, outside left, and inside again. Keeping it tight here, and then we go through the gate. As I've talked about before, if I want to change the direction sharply, the plant foot is going to be so important, which is our right foot. Because if I go from inside, then when I want to change the direction to my left, I need to place my right foot level or slightly higher and then wide, so that way we can create the space for my left foot to come in. So this can help me to move the ball more laterally. So notice how I'm taking big steps. So keep that in mind, and then through. So let's go over a way to modify this exercise. The first one is going to be actually going around the poles now. So take a look. So same thing here, left foot, control, then go around, keep it tight. It's not about pace, it's about how tightly you can keep the ball, okay? Same thing, just go around. And this is a very good way to work on your close control and just keeping that composure, okay? So let's go one more time. There, control, get it out, keep it tight, especially when you're trying to change direction, going around, right? Slow and low and tight here. And obviously there are so many ways to modify in each section. Now, what if I want to change something that I'm going to do here, right? Maybe I play the pass and actually use my left foot as my front foot to control the ball. So which means I'm actually facing the other direction. So we play the pass, and I can carry it with the inside like this. What's the difference? The first one, I control the ball when my left foot is actually in front of me. This one, I actually keep my left foot behind. Now a lot of times you can see professionals kind of avoiding this technique simply because when the passes are hard, what's gonna happen is, as the ball comes, this ball can see how it runs away. You don't want the ball to run away, right? So this is why we always use, well, not always, but we try and use our back foot, which means I'm placing my foot behind or in front of the ball, so that way the ball cannot run away from me. You can see a lot of the professionals trying to use that back foot to control the ball or take the first touch. So this is a good habit for you to have. However, if the ball's coming slow or if the ball's slightly behind you, of course, it makes sense for us to carry the ball with the front foot. Okay? There, front foot, keep it tight, small touches, especially when you're changing that direction and just going around, outside, inside. And a good way to practice can be pass, receive, dribble, come back and repeat 3 times, and then you take your break. A lot of times the weakest side of your non-dominant technique is going to be actually protecting the ball. And this is the second part. I think in Spanish it's called la pelopina. If you're the Spanish speaker, please correct me. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. But the idea is we're gonna do a 360 turn using the outside and our inside. So you can see I've just opened it up a little bit. What I'm gonna do is continue to use my friendly board here. Keep on working, receiving with my back foot. I drive towards it and then I protect it, okay? Because I'm looking to turn to my left, when I attack the right side, I'm going to be turning with my inside, and on the left side, I'll be turning with my outside so I can end up going to the right side. Keep it tight, keeping your body behind or in between, and keeping it tight, right? Back foot, keeping it tight, getting your body in between, getting a little lower. Same thing, push, inside, cover and protect. And of course, when you're working with the non-dominant side, it's always going to be a little bit more awkward, so you're gonna have less pace. And that is totally okay. Lots of deliberate repetition is only going to help you improve that pace. So don't focus on the speed, focus on your technique and the form. Let's go again. Protect, protect before, and again, protect. And what you can notice is my first touch right before the hook or the turn is going to be to kill the ball, so that way the ball is stationary, and that's going to help me to get my body around the ball to protect the ball from the pressure. The beauty of this technique is always keeping that body in between, which means the defender has to come around you to steal the ball. If you can do this freely with your left foot or non-dominant side, it'll be an absolute weapon. Slow, slow, and again, protect. A good way to modify this exercise, instead of turning before the poles, I can actually go around it. Take a look. Ooh. Let's go again. Not about the speed, just making sure you have the right feel. Tight, small. Again, tight, small, low, and try and get low, right? Okay, next part, obviously we can't forget about this one. It's going to be receiving aerial. So I've got my board in an angle now. What's gonna happen is I can push the ball, and as it pops out, we'll simply work on many different techniques that we can do with our left foot. If you are an avid viewer, you can see my technique is always going to be opting up for that wedge control. So I'm gonna show you that here. Just right as it touches the ground. So just nicely, you can go inside. You can go with our outside, get our directional first touch. If the ball's coming right in front of you, you may even opt out for the heel down, toes up control with the bottom of the foot, right? And this is a really good control for you to be directional or to simply sort of kill the ball. Heel down, toes up, stay close to the ground. So another technique might be simply just straight out from the air. So another great technique, top of the foot. Or if it comes out any higher and directly straight up down, you might even go with the inside. And obviously it's not just your foot that you have to work on, it's your thigh, it can be your chest as well. But let's just go over the thigh control here. So just a little push, go with a little thigh and control. So again, little thigh control. So how do we level up from this exercise here? Well, we can still continue to use our friendly pose in the back, which means I can simply use the turn to start dribbling as well. All done with the lift. You can always go for different techniques. Maybe I go with the outside, protect, maybe I turn, then pretend to go, and then I turn again, right? Many different ways that you can use this exercise. Changing the direction. All right, so the next one is going to be the repetition exercises, or so-called the ball mastery. I'm going to tweak it up just a little bit because we do see a lot of ball masteries where it's just going to be a simple stationary one cone, but rather than doing that type of exercises, what we are going to do is use just, you know, we gotta start moving because that's soccer, right? So the first one is going to be very, very simple. We're gonna go inside, outside, sole, inside. Then inside, outside, sole, inside. Inside, outside, sole, outside. There's no real routines. What you want to do is you want to incorporate all three surfaces of the foot. The inside, the outside, and then the sole. So take a look. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So you don't have to mimic exactly what I do. The important thing, the fundamental thing is going to be, can you get as many deliberate repetitions on using your inside, outside, and the sole. So here we go. Inside, outside, sole, inside. Inside, outside, sole, inside. Inside, outside, sole, outside, if I want to go here, right? And obviously, you can simply turn around and then repeat. In, out, sole, in, out, sole, out. Slow, in, out, sole, inside. Let's just go one more time. In, out, sole, outside. In, out, sole, inside. Outside, inside, outside. No right or wrong answers. So we can maybe go around the poles, or we can maybe add in little step overs or scissors, right? So we can go in, outside, keep it tight, then maybe sole, inside, sole, outside, then inside, then scissor, then inside, outside. No right or wrong answers. All it is for you to feel that freedom of using three different surfaces and staying in the rhythm. Inside, outside, sole, inside, outside, to go around. Outside, inside, sole, outside, inside, outside, tight. Outside, sole, inside, scissors, outside. And maybe repeat. Sole, inside, outside, sole, inside. Sole, step over, inside, outside. The last one is going to be changing directions and also the speed. That is very, very important. Again, using our non-dominant foot, we are not going to generate as much speed as we can with our dominant side. So what we need to be really efficient on is actually to come to a full stop and getting to the next move as quickly or as efficiently as we can. And we have covered this before in our previous video. We have used our inside hook and outside hook, and it's almost the same. So we can simply use maybe a 10 yard or 8 to 15 yards of distance. Mine's about 8 to 10. So what we can do is we can come here. We can first stop with the inside hook, okay? Then just left foot and come to stop. Then you can start moving. Just get used to coming to that stop. You want to have the ball within your frame, right? So there, inside, it's in my frame. There, outside, it's that was bang average. Inside, it's in my frame. Again, let's try it. Outside, it's in my frame. Because you can see with the momentum, I'm shifting this way. It's right under my shoulder. My second touch can come so much easier. So it's in my frame. Just be very gentle. And then as you get used to it, maybe you can start to go around a little bit. Tight. And if you can start to gradually add that speed, keep it tight. If you feel like you're losing control, just slow down a bit and keep it tight. Oop. And then again, come to the stop. Right, so you can do this. How do we level this up? Maybe we can go there, change, then pull away, inside, then outside. Again, we're coming to that change of speed, a little direction, and then change the direction again. You can always improvise. All done with the left. There, maybe sole, inside, outside. One of my favorite combos to do it. Or outside, outside, inside, then come around. Or we can go inside, sole, then outside, then come around and finish. So these are 5 very simple exercises that you can do to improve your non-dominant side. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. We'll see you next time.